Probably should have retained control of those just long enough to get the orc extermination things taken care of before I handed them off. I forgot about that process. Alright. I would like to join me for a small gathering of friends to dine and drink and forget about the world outside for a little while. Please be prepared to reserve a few days for this in case we get truly into the spirit of the proceedings. Yours, Lord Braun of Michael. Sure. Alright, I do have the honor points to declare this, but I really want to get this taken care of. Or at least figure out the mechanics again. Can I get to it before they take the castle? The answer's probably no. Oh, we did, just barely. Oh, wait, did that other guy? That other guy did it. Alright, well thanks. Not sure why you decided to roll through here right at that time and suppress that revolt for me. Another revolt before he even made it out of the territory. So he's... I'm not sure why he's marching around, but he's having fun. Alright, are you guys actually trying this? I thought I would get a message about them trying this. So maybe it tried and failed. It's just really hard for me to tell since I don't directly control them. This one's converted. This one's not. This is still culture orc with religion gork and mork. This one is now dwarf ancestral, so Nezel has been successfully converted. Good job, Chief Oric. So's this one. Alright, well what's your problem, dude? Huh. So Komar's the only one that's left, so I should be able to move out of here. Because this is now dwarf. And this is now dwarf. So I can just park in Komar for a little bit until this guy gets his act together and finishes the extermination here. Alright, so you got money, you got 33, let's give him some more money. Send him another 46. So he's got 79. Come on. Alright, you've arrived. Let's get started. I'm waiting for that money to drop, showing that he's doing the extermination. There it goes. Alright, so I think that means that the extermination event is going on. It's not guaranteed to succeed. Sometimes it takes multiple tries. It's usually a lot more likely in these mountains, though. Uh-oh. So there's a fight going on. Alright. Okay. We talked it out. Still rated as Gork and Mork. Really want to get my... Alright, so we gained some prestige for attending the events. I really want to get my troops back home. Our presence here, I believe, is helping suppress the revolt risk. Maybe not. Revolt risk is 24%. Different culture group, different religion group. Greenskin hideouts is the biggest one. Maybe we're not causing a less chance, but let's try one more gift. This is going to be the last one. You're going to have to deal with it, dude. Send a gift. Because I can't just keep throwing money at you. There it goes. Alright, cool. I think I didn't need to send that last gift. I think it converted right as I was about to do that. So, everything is now Dwarvish. So, if we look at... I think religions will show it. So, that's a good view. So, the mountain range is now Dwarvish. We still got Michael to deal with, it looks like. Yeah, they're still Myrmidian, but they're not as bad. Let's see, they don't have the negative consequences that the orcs do with the hideouts, so we're going to leave them to do whatever they want to do. But Now it is dwarvish in our mountain fastnesses. And this is Gork and Mork. These are all orcs. This is what we've got to deal with. And then this is the Nehekarans. These are the mummy necromancer lords that we have to worry about. So, okay. You can see the Myrmidian culture or religion is very large. So when I start trying to pick on these guys, I've got to be careful about how and when I do it so I don't incite the wrath of the rest of these nations to come help out their religious brothers. Culture is another way to look at it. So here's the cultures. So we've got the savage orcs, the primary orc group, the dwarves, the Mycans, the Nehekarans. Alright, I'm starting to remember some of this stuff. Okay, well, whoa, I thought I had it on pause. Apparently I do. Sure, you're having another feast? I think my opinions, he's already got 100 opinion of me. But I'm going to come anyway. I'm not doing anything else here in the next few days, so. But now that that's done, we can grab these guys and send them home. So, they're disbanded back to home. Oh, I had another group down here? Didn't even notice. Okay, now I can concentrate on this. So, first goal has been accomplished. Very happy about that. If I can get this under my control, that will resolve my biggest questions. So as you can see, if I had direct control over these, I could have initiated the extermination of the orcs myself, and I would have known exactly how much it costs and how long it takes, and watched each attempt. But because I handed off control of those to my chancellors and courtiers, I had to go through the other process where I had to feed them money and allow them to make the conversions. But now Komar is done, and it's... How am I getting new messages when I don't have time passing? I don't understand. Alright, maybe time was passing and it paused it when the message popped up. Alright, but now they've got a guild hall and an ancestral shrine, so he'll start making income from that. Alright, that's great. Those are awesome. That place, Michael, still probably sucks. I ain't got a guild hall up. So these guys treat the territories as their own personal areas, so he's going to actually use his income to try to grow his territory and improve it. So by having low taxes on the kingdom as a whole, I free up money for these guys to do things. And then when I ask them to raise their levies for fights, they've got more troops available and they've improved. As long as they're happy with me, that's all good. But it's when one of these guys gets unhappy with you that you've got problems, because they can start doing things that you don't like, and not sending troops to help out in fights, and they can try to take over the other territories, and then eventually challenge you for the kingship and things like that. So that's part of the fun of Crusader Kings, is the internecine warfare and competition between the lords and nobles of the kingdoms, even your own kingdom, to get better and stronger. Alright, so I'm pretty happy. We've accomplished my first major goal. Now I just need to get this back. So, I think I'm going to make a save game right here. We'll just call it Vorm 2, just in case things go horrendously wrong. I'd prefer to play Iron Man style, but for this first test game I'd like to have a few positions that I can start again from so I can keep learning a few things. This situation is one that I really need to figure out, so I don't want to make some horrible, stupid, idiot mistake that I can't recover from. So let's take a look here. So the problem is this is now essentially part of this kingdom, Varaz Barak. So I want to get control and ownership of that back again. So one of the options is this. You can press a de jure ducal claim. And what that means is if I do de jure duchies, this is traditionally and historically portion of this duchy. So because it is now under somebody else's ownership, I have the right by de jure rules of governance to claim ownership of that myself. So it gives me a right to do so. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to press our claim for ownership of this territory. And I think the only way to do that is to do the declare war option. So if I say, why is it not, Lord Morden is not independent. Oh, I think I'm going to have to declare it against the ownership, or the person who is his liege. So I have to go against King Horgar the Fat. Really? Alright. He's the petty king of Grungazar, so I believe it's him that I have to declare against. Specifically for my de jure claim on Kazakh Zahirn. So I am basically saying we're now going to go to war because I should own this territory as part of my de jure ducal territory. So it is mine by right. So we're going to pick that, and it's going to declare a war, and we're going to hope that we're going to be strong enough to win it. So let's look at the different options here. So claim of Kazadzan here. This causes spell eye can be used by King Kurgan to press the claim on the hold. When we declare war, we lose 50 honor. If we win, we gain the hold, and he loses honor, or he loses prestige. If we white peace, we lose prestige, and if we lose a bunch of prestige. We have to pay a bunch of ducats or gold in tribute, and then we lose our claim. Alright, the de jure one, we have to lose, well, actually we don't lose anything. So if we win, we become the Lord. Lord Morden, King Kurgan becomes Lord Morden's new liege. Alright, so we will become the current owner, or the current Duke, Count or Baron or whatever he's called that's in this. Not the king that's in the other territory, but the guy who's currently controlling this will become his new king, basically. If we make a white peace, again, we lose prestige, or we lose prestige and a bunch of money. So we definitely want to do this one. So let's go ahead and pick it. And we'll send that. And I believe... yeah, so he's now defending against us. So if we pick our own territory and our own king, we've now got attacking King Horgar the Fat in the Akrundian Grungozarian de jure war over Kazad Zanburn. So, right there. Alright, so the war has been declared. So now that it's been declared, we're going to go in and raise our troops. So let's bring up our military and just do our normal... let's do our personal levies alone. Send them in, see how they do, and then we'll look at raising anybody else. And it also is going to depend on if he actually manages to send a bunch of troops way this far away. Alright, we become close friends. Great. I'm close friends with my half-brother. Good to know. I think that'll just improve his opinion of me, make it easier for me to keep him happy. Okay, don't have enough troops, and... okay, we gained some prestige, so we don't have enough troops. We're going to need more troops. We need at least 200 more troops. Alright, so let's go back into the military, and we can raise an individual levy. So Rorik is this one. He can bring 500 by himself, so let's raise the liege levy, bring those over. That should give me enough to siege this down. I'm going just with the one to minimize the opinion impact of all the other troops. Alright, so now we've got enough, so now the countdown ticker has started. Let's go ahead and group these guys up, and we'll just watch that countdown. More troops probably make it go faster, but I'm going to see if I can do it with just that group for now. Yep, so we've already got the countdown, or the... hello? Got some more armies marching through my area. I think they're doing this thing. They're traveling around. You can't prevent enemy armies, not enemies, but you can't prevent armies from other nations from traveling through your territory unless you're at war with them, and you stop them by putting troops in front of them. I'm wondering it might be better just to go ahead and get all of the armies raised up and put them on this thing to get this thing done quick. I need to get the ticking counter and declare this war done before any reinforcement armies come marching across the way here. I think he's fighting orcs currently, so I don't think he's going to have troops to send down here against me. But let's do that. Let's go ahead and raise all of the vassal armies. All of you guys, head on in here. We'll just get it done. Except for you. You're not worth sending. You just disband. Alright, the rest of them are decent enough. Guess you're not that big either, but fine. Go ahead and unpause it. Orcs are going to war with each other. Alright, now I'm going to teach Lord Skag to be unyielding. I guess there's sometimes you would want to not do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Great, he accepted it. Alright, our cash income is still pretty poor. We spent most of our accumulated wealth handing out gifts to our barons to get rid of those orcish holdings. Alright, so now we've got almost everybody in the same space, so we should see some better progress now that we outnumber them to a larger degree. It's dwarves on dwarves, so we don't have nearly the benefits that we did against the orcs. Take a look at this. So attackers, defenders. So defenders is 1100. Defending levy is 757. So there's a levy and a garrison. I think that's where the total of 1800 or so came from. And then they've also got the fort level has something to do with the effects of the siege and the success. Bretonia. Rumors reach you that the new ruler of Bretonia has succeeded in the Grail quest and now rules with the blessings of the Lady of the Lake. Alright. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's go look up north. Whoa! Hello, Sylvania! Sylvania used to be this little tiny country right over here. So apparently the vampire count is doing pretty well for himself. I'm assuming it's still Grand Count Vlad. So, yeah, Vlad has just basically smashed several of the empires. Reichland is still up, but otherwise he's smashed most of the rest of them. So Ostland and Kislev are still up barely. And he hasn't moved, he's getting pretty close to moving over into Bretonia. And he hasn't moved against the elves yet. But yeah, that's what happens. So that's why I didn't start up in this area. That's still a little too much excitement for me. Let's get back to our own little corner of the world here. Alright, let some time pass. Man, this is taking forever. I didn't count on just how long this was going to take to siege this thing down. So we'll click on this. Is there a way of getting attempt an assault? I don't want to do that. I don't think. That would probably be really bad. But man, this is taking forever. Toggle siege view. Okay. Somebody new has arrived at our court. Don't care for now. I should and I need to be paying attention to all of this. This is what I want to see. I want to see a whole bunch of little scattered 2 and 3 province orc tribes. I do not want to see, I guess this is only 4 or 5, but I do not want to see this kind of thing. I don't want to see a particular tribe taking over other territories successfully. So I need to make a foray against this Misty Mountain tribe. I need to smash them down a bit to give these other orcs a chance to fight against these guys and break them up. So I need to keep each tribe small if possible. So we'll have to focus on that as soon as I get this done. So my order of events of what I'm going to try to accomplish is get this taken care of, possibly then smash into the Misty Mountains with the Blood Axes, but I need to prep my assault on Rotheria because I really need to take these territories. I need the income that I can generate from them, because they're coastal and they're somewhat well developed, a few of them, and they're bordering me and they give me access to a bunch of other things. Wow, I've never seen these lines before. That's cool. No idea what those mean or what they represent. Must be in one of the DLCs I picked up recently to be able to play this mod more effectively. So I need to take that and start working my way down the coast because I need to prevent him from coming up north, and he's already gotten to the place that I wanted to get to. You've tried to make a small statue. This is part of my masonry thing. is an improvement. So good attempt, gain prestige and honor, and 20% chance of improving my masonry skills. Alright. Man, that siege is taking a long time. Totally different fighting against dwarves than it was against the orcs. This is a well-developed, well-defended territory. So it's got a fort level of 11.5. I don't know exactly what that translates to, but the higher the better, as compared to like here where it's fort level 3. That's why this is taking so much longer than these fights. Like these guys are fighting somebody. Yeah, I'm really worried about the Khemri. They've already working their way up north probably pretty soon. Once they get all this consolidated, things get really bad. They're going to push north and just inundate the areas, which will basically trap me in my mountains until they decide to deal with me. Come on, siege! Defender's morale is down to 29%. Minus 2% every 12 days. Yeesh, that's still going to be quite a while. Alright, anything up here? Vassal levies, I know. I'm already doing that, and I know about the marriage stuff, so I should have taken care of the marriage stuff earlier, but at this point, in this first test game, to get reacquainted, I'm not going to worry about it. So close. Nothing else going on. Go ahead and crank the speed up. Those guys have managed to take over somebody's tribe, so they've grown. Definitely need to do some orc smashing. Dark lightning clouds. Don't care. Come on, finish it. It's so close. Victory! Alright, so pause the game. We got 18 gold in the siege. So we got a little bit of a gold bump. Didn't get any honor from that kind of a fight. Dwarves on dwarves and such. Alright, so now we have taken that territory. I'm not sure I can press for peace yet. We'll find out here momentarily. So if I do shift right click, I believe it'll take me right to him. It did. Alright, offer peace. Enforce demands. I can't. He will not accept our offer. Why? What do I have to do in order to push this through? Not giving me any numbers to look at. It's not giving me any modifiers to adjust. Alright, let's go to the military and dismiss the realm levies. Get it down to just my personal levy to squat on this spot. Oh, damn it. I haven't taken all the territories. I shouldn't have done that. I forgot. You have to both take... basically, we've taken the main hold, but now we also have to capture these. So, and that's what's going to happen next. So I think these will go faster. There's only 700 garrison and a 6.9. So I should have kept the other garrisons around a little bit longer. I need to fully conquer it, then press the claim. That's why it wouldn't go. That's the different coloring for them cross-hatching is indicating that. So now I'm taking on whatever's next here. The Siege of Kadaz Gorum. That's, I assume, that's the guild hall here. So you can see it's progressing fairly fast. Oops, that's not good. Alright, Grungazir has shown up with an army. Ah, crap. Naturally. Wonderful. Not good. And here he comes marching right in. He's going to take apart all my armies piecemeal. Okay, well. I wasn't expecting an army to show up, and I disbanded my armies just a bit too soon. So this will be one of those going to have to restart situations because I didn't know this was going to happen. Alright, he came right in. King Korgan against Merkin. Sure. I'm going to probably get killed here because I think he's much better at me. Choose what action you'd like to perform. State of character, 12 hit points, max 12. Dealt him 3, received 0. Alright. Hit him for 2, he hit me for 1. And we traded. Traded. 3 and 0. And we killed him. Well, that'll help slightly, but I don't think it'll be enough. Oh, maybe it will be enough. Wow. Alright, I'm actually pretty impressed. We did pretty well there. So we won. Let's get everybody back into that grouping here. Everybody's staying in the army until this fight's done. Until we finish sieging all this stuff. He's going to have to retreat quite a ways, I believe, to get territory that he can rest in. Unless he's got an ally nearby. Or not. Apparently he just had to get to another territory control. Uh-oh, news has reached you that King Kurgan has started preparing a great wog against Ekrund. Okay. Huh. Alright, merge, so everybody's back there. Come on, finish this thing up. Here he comes again. He's decided to start sieging himself. Good luck. I think I'll be faster than him. I'm really hoping I'll be faster than him. I'd rather not go on the attack. Not sure what's going to happen here. I really need to get this thing done before some orcs come after me. Rumors of a traitor working with the besiegers has eroded the morale of the defenders. Ah, you bastard. And I killed Merkin, slain by King Kurgan in personal combat. Yes. Alright, so back to this. What I'm hoping on, or hoping for, is that I can finish this siege. That'll be the last of the territories I need to capture here, and then I can force the peace before he finishes his siege. If he won't accept it, then I'm going to have to attack in and prevent him from taking that territory. But so far, we're getting good progress. I'll finish this before it. At age 156, King Grim II of Barak Var was slain by Boss Grimfang. Really? Alright. So a Dwarven King just went down to a Orc War Boss in personal combat. Barak Var. I don't... Is that the place that I... Ooh, I think that is the place that I think that was my relative. Yep, Barak Var. That was where my daughter was a queen. So that's not a good sign. I really needed them. I was looking forward to having them help me go against the Greenskins. So that's not a good sign. We may be on our own against the Orc hordes in the wastelands here to my east. Come on, finish this thing up. So who's going after my Rotheria so hard? Who are you fighting? Wow, you're fighting... I have no idea who that is. Defending against a holy war. Defending against... Huh, I think it's these guys. I think it's the Myrmidons. There's some kind of religious war going on between these guys, which is not good. Okay, now it's no longer got the dashed cross-hatching, so I think now I can press my claim. So let's go here. King Morden. That's not the same guy. The other guy get replaced? Offer peace. Enforce demands. I still can't. Alright. I wish I could figure out why. It's not giving me any information. I can do that one, but it's not letting me do this one, and it's not telling me why. Come on, you pansy. I think this is basically telling me we haven't had the war going on long enough, or I haven't done enough damage to him, or we haven't gained enough, something like that. So, pretty sure that's what's happening here. Alright, I'm going to have to go and defend my territory, so let's get that done. No other choice here. Uh-oh. He's got a marshal of 4 against my marshal of 14. Heck yeah, we're going to defeat him. Oh, he ran away. He took the Craven choice, so he's got a new Craven trait. Another one. Try again. Attack. Attack. Oh, he actually hit me for one. Oh, he killed me. 3.5 times the martial skill, and he manages to kill me somehow. I wonder if I had wounds from the previous fight. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, that's not cool. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Huh. Can we chase this guy down? I'm not sure how far he's going to run with a shattered retreat. He's got faster movement than me while he's got that. I have no idea where he wandered off to. We'll pop back into our territory here. Well, that upset a lot of my plans. I wasn't expecting to get killed in personal combat. I probably shouldn't have taken that third combat choice. I wasn't aware that the hit points carried over. So that has to be what happened there, because he only hit me a couple of times. I was just trashing him. I was hitting him for 2 and 3 and 4 and only taking 1 damage on a couple of his hits. Some of them he did 0. So that's the only thing I could think of, is that it carried the damage over from that previous fight that was a lot closer. So I was wounded in combat already, and he managed to kill me. So it passed on to my heir, so we're now King Logan. Not cool. I didn't want to be King Logan. He's got really high martial skill, but everything else sucks. But that'll shuffle my kingdom setup a bit. But we'll deal with it. That's part of Crusader Kings. Let's try to press our claim again. So shift right click, offer peace. Hey, look at that. Enforce demands, and yes. There we go. That's all I wanted. Unfortunately, we lost our king doing it. Alright. Actually, fight's done. Disband the army. Okay. Let's go look at this place. So, King Logan. So, we now control it. So, let's look at the de jure duchies. So, all 4 of these are the de jure duchies. So, does Logan control all 4? Hold of Zonhern, hold of Karzus, hold of Ekrund. So that's Ekrund, Kazus, and Zonhern. So this is Mattel Remit, which is held by Lord Rorik. Alright. I guess that's fine for now. So, objective number 2 complete at the expense of our king. I'm bummed about that. We almost finished it off. Got everything done, but I've learned a lot, so I'm really happy about the progress that we've made. So next time I restart this, I'll have a much better idea of how to go about things. So now I understand the mechanics and what's going to happen when this flips. I'm just going to let that happen in the future, not worry about trying to do some complicated intrigue or otherwise. I think I will still try to get this guy married and see if he can have a kid before he croaks, but I'm pretty sure he dies. I don't know if it's scripted or what, but I think he dies pretty often right near the start. So the chances of him having a kid fast enough may not work, and even then I'm not 100% sure that it'll pass. I'm pretty sure it'll pass to his child and it'll still be in my kingdom. So we'll try it. We'll see what happens. I'm really worried about the Khemri. So the Khemri have grown faster than I was expecting. This was more fragmented earlier, so they've grown all the way out to here. And if they start pushing this direction or this direction, that's where I'm going to have a problem. So they're really powerful. They're the closest, what I would consider a superpower, to my area. So everything else is fairly fragmented in the areas. You have to be careful about alliances and that, but I'm out of this kind of mess. I don't have this kind of situation to deal with, or these big empires. So the Khemri are my biggest long-term threat. These two are getting a little too big for their britches as well. See, the Misty Mountains have taken over a bunch of the tribes, so that's a big problem. So I got to figure out a way of knocking the Misty Mountain tribe down a bit. So I think that's who they're fighting right now. Yep, Great Horde of Misty Mountains. So the Misty Mountains are going to take over a good portion of the southern end of the wastelands here, and I can't afford them to do that. Look at that, the Noblated. There must have been dwarves over here, and I think they got kicked out by the goblin or the orc tribe. Yeah, that's all goblins now. So these are the kind of places I need to get to. I need to basically forge a way through the wasteland just so I can get to these types of territories and take them over and use them effectively, because they've got good advances and base economic structure. So can't really see it from here this early, but they've got the best potential for the dwarves to increase. Owning this is useless. It has no value. You can't really get any income out of it. The dwarves just have a horrible time in this place. So we're going to be hanging out in our mountains here for a while. Like I said, my next goal is probably to focus on Rothira, see if we can manage to take that away, and to try to poke the orcs to keep any one of them from getting too big, but that's already happening. So far, none of them have come after me, though, so right now, got nothing going on. We've got a truce with the king we just finished our war with. War elephant leader? Really? How and where the hell did he get war elephant leader? That must be some other animal co-opted from base Crusader Kings. Maybe war boars or something be more appropriate for the Warhammer world. Okay, idle council members. Yeah, we've had a reshuffling because of our death of our king. And this guy's not married, so he doesn't have an heir. Well, I guess he does have an heir. Lord Braun, that's my uncle, so, or his uncle. So we need to get him married, get a kid, get a dynasty started, so we don't have any succession problems. But I think, given where we're at and the time that's passed, I'm going to call this one to a close right here. I'm happy with the progress. It's starting to come back to me. I'm making some progress. Still a lot of things I'm sure I'm missing that I'm forgetting, especially in regards to the economy and the politics and the marriages and all that kind of stuff. But that'll come back with time. So I plan on spending a lot of time playing Crusader Kings with this Warhammer mod. I just really, really love the flavor of the Warhammer fantasy game world. It just makes the gameplay a lot more interesting for me than the base Crusader Kings. So hopefully you enjoy it as well, and will continue along with me as I head through this Crusader Kings Warhammer Geheimnisnacht adventure, and I look forward to seeing